You're in the kitchen, looking for your car keys, and you catch yourself mumbling, "Where did I put those? They were on the table. No, they were in my pocket." Or maybe you're in the shower, debating a complex idea out loud, building arguments and counter-arguments in the steamy bathroom air. Suddenly, you stop. An intrusive thought creeps in. Am I going crazy? Is this what disturbed people do? Society has conditioned us to believe that talking to yourself is the first sign of insanity. However, cognitive psychology and modern neuroscience reveal exactly the opposite. If you talk to yourself when you're alone, your mind isn't broken, it's operating at high performance. This behavior, technically called soliloquy or private speech, isn't a system glitch, it's an evolutionary tool for brain optimization. Far from being a useless eccentricity, the act of vocalizing thoughts is a sign that the brain is trying to hack its own processing power to deal with a complex world. Historical figures of unquestionable intellect, like Albert Einstein, were known for softly mumbling their equations and theories to themselves. King David spoke to himself, "Why are you cast down, O my soul?" They didn't do this because they had no one to talk to. They did it because spoken language is a technology for mental organization. In this video, we're going to unveil the hidden architecture of this habit. We'll explore why transforming abstract thoughts into concrete sound waves helps the mind organize chaos, focus on the task at hand, and solve problems that silence cannot decipher. You'll discover that this one-man dialogue is associated with 4 genius cognitive traits: mental organization, laser-sharp focus, analytical problem-solving capacity, and advanced emotional self-regulation. If you talk to the walls, get ready to understand that the walls aren't your audience. They are merely the studio where your intelligence rehearses reality. The starting point is understanding the difference between thought and speech. Pure thought is chaotic, fast, image-based, and often unstructured. It's a cloud of ideas. Speech, on the other hand, is linear. It requires a subject, verb, and predicate. It demands sequential logic. When an individual talks to themselves, they are forcing their brain to take that cloud of thought and transform it into a line of reasoning. This requires extra cognitive effort. Therefore, someone talking to themselves isn't hallucinating, they are performing a task of internal simultaneous translation. They are taking the abstract and making it concrete so it can be manipulated, analyzed, and solved. It's a strategy of cognitive externalization. The brain uses its own voice as an auditory notepad to avoid losing its train of thought amidst the storm of information it processes every second.
The first hidden trait of genius in soliloquy is enhanced mental organization. Think of your mind as a messy office, full of papers flying everywhere. When you talk to yourself, "I need to finish this, then call her, then buy milk," you are effectively filing those papers. Verbalization acts as a triage process. It separates the signal from the noise. People who talk to themselves tend to be better at structuring logical sequences. They transform vague anxiety, "I have so much to do," into a concrete action plan. Step A first, then step B. Their brains have learned to use the voice as a designed thinking tool. They prototype reality through speech before executing it. The second trait is improved focus and concentration. This isn't just theory, it's lab-proven. Classic studies, such as those conducted by the universities of Wisconsin and Pennsylvania, demonstrated a curious phenomenon. Participants who were instructed to say the name of an object out loud, for example, banana, while looking for it in a cluttered image, found the object significantly faster than those who searched in silence. Why does this happen? Because language activates the visual cortex. When you say keys, your brain lights up the image of the keys in your mind, making your eyes more sensitive to any shape or color that matches that word. Speech works like a laser guidance system. People who talk to themselves during complex tasks are actually keeping their prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for focus and inhibitory control, on high alert. They are giving voice commands to their own bodies. Focus here. Don't look at your phone. Finish this page. Far from being a sign of distraction, the solitary whisper is a mechanism for hyperfocus. It is the mind trying to block out the outside world to ensure the task is completed with surgical precision. The third trait that sets these minds apart is superior problem-solving skills. When you verbalize a problem, you objectify it. You take it out of your head and put it on the table. This allows you to adopt a more objective perspective, almost as if you were advising a friend. Psychologists call this cognitive distancing. By hearing your own voice explaining the dilemma, you activate logic centers that ruminative thinking simply doesn't reach. You become, simultaneously, the student with the question and the teacher with the answer. Soliloquy allows you to test hypotheses in real time. If I do this, that happens. No, better not. It's a low-cost simulation lab. The fourth trait is high self-confidence and emotional self-regulation. Many people use private speech as a form of self-coaching. Come on, you can do this. Take a deep breath. It's going to be okay. This isn't madness, it's applied emotional intelligence. A person who talks to themselves is actively managing their internal state. They use their voice to calm the amygdala, the fear center, and motivate the reward system. They don't rely on external validation to calm down. They have a built-in support system. This demonstrates robust psychological autonomy. Instead of being reactive to their emotions, these people use language to navigate through them, turning panic into a plan and doubt into determination. While the habit is a sign of intelligence, it's important to draw the dividing line between where health ends and pathology begins. Many people fear that talking to themselves is the onset of a mental illness, such as schizophrenia. The fundamental difference lies in two factors: control and reality. In healthy soliloquy, the person knows they are talking to themselves. They have control over the act. If someone walks into the room, they can stop, even if they feel embarrassed. They are both the sender and the receiver of the message. In psychosis or auditory hallucinations, the person isn't talking to themselves. They are responding to external voices they believe are real and separate from them. They have no control. They hear commands or criticisms that they don't recognize as their own thoughts. Furthermore, healthy soliloquy is functional. It helps you get something done, while psychotic speech is disorganized and disconnected from the context. So, if you talk to yourself to organize your life, relax. You aren't crazy. You're just your own best consultant. The final lesson is acceptance. Many people suppress this habit out of social embarrassment. They police themselves, afraid of looking like the crazy cat lady. But by silencing this voice, they are turning off a high-powered cognitive tool. If you talk to yourself, keep going. Use it intentionally. When you have a tough problem, go into an empty room and teach a class on that problem to an imaginary audience. You'll be surprised by the clarity that emerges. Use your voice to calm yourself down before a presentation. Use your voice to celebrate small wins. There you go, you crushed it. Your mind is a supercomputer, and your voice is the keyboard. Don't be afraid to type in the commands. Ultimately, talking to yourself is a sign that you enjoy your own company enough to maintain a dialogue. It's a sign of a mind that isn't satisfied with passive silence, but actively seeks to understand and shape the world. King David did it. Einstein did it. Steve Jobs did it. Great thinkers have always known that the best person to talk to sometimes is the one in the mirror. So the next time you catch yourself whispering, don't censor yourself. Just smile and be thankful for having a mind that never leaves you alone.
Today, we demystified the habit of talking to yourself. We saw that it isn't madness, it's organization, focus, problem solving, and emotional intelligence. We understood the difference between this and psychosis, and we learned how to use it to our advantage. If this video made you feel relieved and validated, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon. We'll continue to talk about the secrets of the mind every single week. And I want to challenge you in the comments. What was the strangest or funniest conversation you've ever had with yourself out loud? And where is your favorite place to have these talks? In the shower? In the kitchen? Share it with us. Let's laugh at our complexity together. Thanks for watching. Until next time.